Hey guys, what I thought I would do in this video is just respond to some approaching videos. We are in incognito mode here, so we'll go how to approach girls. How to approach girls works every time. That's quite a bold statement, and it's number one with 5.9 million views. So let's go with that. Skip this.
What's going on, guys? It's David here, and in this video I'm gonna go out on the streets and approach some girls for you guys at the location, and I'm feeling loose, so let's get it started with the first approach. Hi, this is extremely random, but I think you're super cute.
Thanks.
You're welcome. What's your name?
Yeah.
Okay, so the first thing that I think there is that it comes off as way too scripted. It sounds like he's said this dozens of times before, and if you'll notice, look down here, the immediate thing that she does is take a little step away. I believe that's like a subconscious protection. She's kind of feeling already that it's a little, it hasn't really sat well with her. And I believe it hasn't sat well with her because it sounded very scripted. Also, he walked directly up towards her, which I feel can be a little bit confronting.
Yeah, Abby? Do you have time to chat for a sec?
I have to go to office.
Note another step away there.
30 seconds.
She has to go somewhere.
Seconds.
Arms crossed. So you'll see as soon as he said just 30 seconds, she crossed her arm. So immediately we have two step aways, a reason to not talk, and arms crossed. So these are big indications on where this is going to go. This is kind of closed. So that's not to say to just walk away from it, but you do have to pay attention to this.
I feel like I have to have like an elevator picture. Did you out for Halloween last night?
No.
No?
No.
Oh, you'll see another little step away there. What I think happened there was he said, "Did you go out for Halloween last night?" And she said, "No." And he went, "No," and put his hands like this, kind of gave her a look as well. I think what has happened there, on some level, she's kind of thought, you just approached me on the street and now you're expecting me to contribute. Like, you've approached me on the street and now I have to give you reasons why I didn't go out. Like, I have to do the work. I have to talk. I kind of feel that's what happened there.
What was your excuse for that?
I'm pre-med, so I have a lot of work to
Okay,
do.
like labs all the time? Man, well, I'll let you go, but would you want to hang out sometime maybe?
Maybe.
All right, let me get your phone number. Yeah.
That was a very hesitant maybe.
Abby, and we'll see. I'll
I don't
shoot you a
even know
text.
you, though.
Oh, I don't
David.
even know you. So it's like, this is kind of rushed to get to the phone number. He's just approached her. She's given him a lot of subtle cues about how she's feeling about this. Whether he's seen them or not, he's proceeded with the phone number. This is a classic case of when you shouldn't have asked for it. So what's going to happen here, and this happens with a lot of guys, they'll approach a girl, they'll miss these cues or kind of choose to not see them, then they'll message her, she won't reply, and then the guy will think that there's something wrong with his text game, when in fact it's just he's missed the cues in the interaction.
In case you forgot already.
Okay.
Don't say that. That kind of sounded a little bit cocky there. Wait, he asked for the phone number. He went for the phone number and she said, "But I don't even know you." And he said, "I'm David." That's not what she meant. She didn't mean I've forgotten your name or I didn't hear your name or whatever. She's basically saying, you've just approached me on the street, dude. This is pretty confronting. And now you're asking for my phone number. So what I'm saying here is firstly, this is a situation that I would never ask for the phone number. It's so much better to just, enjoy your shopping or wherever she was off to. And it's rushed to get to the phone number, which is a really common thing. Guys rush to get that phone number because then they walk away from the interaction thinking like, yes, I got her phone number.
I love when the phone just stops working. All right, go.
203?
Yep. All right, so that first one was definitely pretty awkward, but I really tried to push the interaction and keep her talking just to show you guys that even if it is awkward, it's okay. You can still close the deal and get her phone number. Also, normally I don't like...
But again, you can't focus on phone number. Like, what would have been so much better there would be to pick up those subtle cues, bid her a good day, and walk away. For her, it's going to be like, oh, okay, he read that, and he kind of left me alone there. And for him, it would teach him to just let go. Like I've coached some guys before where they've been so obsessed with phone numbers that I've said to them, we're going to walk around for 2 hours. You're going to do some approaches. And regardless of how well it goes, you are not going to ask for a phone number. And I think it's a really good lesson of just letting go, not wanting anything from the interaction, and also focusing more on the quality of the interaction.
Time for our approach number 2.
Approach number 2.
Excuse me. Do you know if there's a cool coffee shop around here, but like not?
Okay, what he did much better there was he gave a break in between excuse me and the opener. I feel that the first one, he approached her directly and he just went straight into it, which I feel was a little confronting. So this time he said, excuse me? I think he said, excuse me. Did he say excuse? Whatever. He gave her a moment to like register that he was there. So what can happen a lot of the times is if you approach a girl, especially on the street or through the day, and you say, hey, I was just wondering, and then you start talking, the girl not only has to register what it is that you're saying, but also what the hell is going on. Like, you're a guy, I don't know you. I mean, are you talking to me? Like, there's just too much to register. And when you do that, you'll see a lot of girls pull away like this. It just means you've come in too hard, too fast.
Not Starbucks.
I missed the opening.
Yeah,
Go back to the start.
Excuse me. Do you know if there's a cool coffee shop around here, but like not?
Also, I love what he said there. Do you know if there's a cool coffee shop around here? So today's day and age, obviously, everyone has a phone. So you can't ask where a cafe is or something like that because everyone has a phone. The first thing she's going to think is, why aren't you checking Google Maps? Like, why, you know? Whereas a cool cafe is something completely subjective. Maybe he's going for he wants a really nice coffee. That's a good one to ask. Like, do you know where there's a really good coffee here? Like, where there's a really good cafe here? So I like that opener was a little more, it was subjective. It maybe she looks like a local or something like that.
Starbucks.
Yeah, there's actually Cleveland. It's right across from UT.
Okay, and they have like all the basic
Yeah.
espresso. I'm all about my espresso.
Yeah.
They got it?
Yep.
What's your favorite drink? Just to get a quick inside scoop.
I mean, honestly, I'm a Starbucks person.
Ooh, something about that, honestly, I don't know what that was. And also the way that she's rocking her body back and forth. So she's gone to turn off a couple of times and it's taken very little for her to come back. This seems like a very friendly girl or a girl with a boyfriend to me.
But like, I know
Basic.
Cleveland is good. I don't like, they have like good like.
See the way that she's standing. She's like half invested. One foot is leaning in towards him and the other foot is kind of leaning away. When you're doing these approaches, again, especially through the day on the street, really pay attention to the bottom half of their body. It's going to tell you a lot more about what they're thinking, what they're feeling, where they want to go. If a girl's facing you directly, it's so much better than if she's kind of like talking to you like this with her. Just watch her feet. Watch where her feet are going. It's going to tell you a lot.
Pavement?
Yeah.
Okay, so I get like a basic espresso?
Yeah, definitely.
One more thing.
Yeah.
I know this is four, but I think you're super cute.
Thank you.
Would you want to hang out sometime? Well, take it as a...
Don't know what she said there, but you'll notice as well she's doing those little steps away.
Thank you.
Have a good day. Yeah. All right, so there's two things that I want to say about that approach. The first one is that she gave the boyfriend excuse. Every time I get this in a video, I get a bunch of comments from guys who are like, bro, she's lying. She doesn't have a boyfriend. But
That doesn't
here's
matter,
the
'cause
thing.
it's-
If she uses that excuse, then either she does have a boyfriend and you
Exactly.
should respect it, or she's not interested in you. And then
Or she's not keen, yeah. And you'll notice as well, through the day, this is going to be much more the case. Because like, I think in a bar, you're going to come across a lot more single girls. In a bar, in a club, the percentage of girls with boyfriends is going to be lower. Whereas on the street through the day, most girls have boyfriends and they're just out doing shopping or walking home from uni or going to work. So the last thing you want to do is be that guy that's like, oh, prove it. Show me a photo of him, which I actually heard a guy say once, if he's your boyfriend, you'll have photos in your phone. It's so creepy. Don't do any of that because like, even if she doesn't have a boyfriend, she's being nice to you. And also she's probably not that great with confrontation because she knows a lot of guys can be very like, yeah, I'm not that keen. Oh, why? It's just easier to say boyfriend. So just let it go.
you just need to let her go and move on with your life and accept the rejection. Because
I
I
that.
talked about,
Move on with your life. It's one girl, mate. It's this idea of just letting things go, approaching, focusing on the moment, having an authentic interaction, and then if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. You've already taken an enormous step. I genuinely feel if you do just one approach through the day, you've done more than probably 90% of men ever will. So it's not a failure just because she had a boyfriend or she wasn't interested, even if she wasn't interested and she gave you that boyfriend excuse.
Let's go get this approach.
Excuse me. I know this is completely random, but what were you for Halloween yesterday?
I was Kim Possible.
Kim Possible?
Mm-hmm.
Is that a cartoon?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Did you do any other costumes this year or not?
Okay, again, look at the lower half of her body. It's kind of leaning away. You'll see the lower half of her body is kind of leaning away and her feet are still facing forward. Whereas I feel that he's a little bit imposing here. You'll see that he's kind of blocking her path, and that's why she's leaning away.
Really simple costume. It's just like a green shirt and jeans.
Okay. You didn't put like super much effort into it?
No, I literally have the clothes
Damn,
already.
I got you.
Yeah.
Cool. I'll be honest with you. I stopped you because I thought you were super cute, and I was like,
Oh.
I couldn't think of what to ask.
So he said that in the last one as well, and he said it word for word. I kind of feel that that's why a lot of this is coming across quite scripted, and I kind of feel that that's why he's getting a little bit like these girls are. They're a little sus. You can kind of see in the body language that they're a little like. And I believe that that's because he's saying the same thing word for word, which of course makes sense. Like if you're new to this, you've got an opener in your head, you want to go out and practice it. That's fantastic. Go you. That's awesome. But you want to move away from that. Even if you are generally saying the same sort of thing, you want to use different words. Even if you are saying, look, I got to be honest with you, I just thought you were super cute. Like you want to mix it up a little bit.
So I was like, Halloween. How's your day going?
Good, I guess.
Nice. What's your name, by the way? Here, I'll give you that.
Okay.
Carissa?
Yeah.
I would have used the I guess there. So that would have been a good opportunity to break away from script. How's your day going? Yeah, good, I guess. I automatically like, you guess? Like, not the best day? Like, I probably would have used that there. And this is the thing with using like scripted material. You miss obvious things in front of you.
David, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
So, I got nothing else to say right now. But, how about this? Would you want to hang out sometime?
Do you go here?
Okay, so that was another case. He said the same thing word for word. How about this? Do you want to hang out sometime? And she said, do you go here? Which, wherever here is. You'll notice that this is the same response as the first interaction when he asked for the girl's phone number and she said, but I didn't even know you. It's basically like, you've just approached me on the street. I don't know you. Yeah, like it's you're going for a phone number. You're asking to hang out when I've known you for 8 seconds. It's he could have gone off script way more here. She's got a Whole Foods bag. I saw headphones before, so she's listening to something. The backpack. I mean, you could have used any of these to build a little bit more comfort before you ask her to hang out with you.
I graduated a couple years ago.
Oh, graduated. So they're near a university, I
Did you?
guess.
I'm a sophomore.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
You like it so far?
Yeah,
Nice. All right, how about this? Give me your number. I'll send you a text and we'll see what we can make happen. Fair enough?
Ooh, you'll see. Okay, watch this.
I do. Yeah,
Nice. All right, how about this? Give me your number. I'll send you a text.
Look at the tiny little head tilt that she does there. Like that. So what's happened there is he said, do you want to hang out sometime? And she kind of threw a little bit of an objection there. Like, do you even go here? Like, I don't really know you. And he said, well, how about this? Give me your phone number. And the little head tilt there, I believe was dude, I just gave you a really subtle objection and you kind of just threw it away and went for the phone number anyway. I think that was like come on, dude, like just chat with me a little bit more.
Text and we'll see what we can make happen. Fair enough?
sure.
Okay, cool. Go.
Alright, 510.
All right, so as you can see, I froze up there for a second. So I just went ahead and asked her if she wanted to hang out, and it worked. But I'm definitely...
That's the thing though, it didn't work. It only worked because your definition of work is got the phone number. What if she doesn't text back? Which, if she doesn't text back, you're discouraged from doing this again. If you're a new guy and you go out and do this, and then you walk away from interactions like, yes, I got her phone number, awesome, and then you message her, she doesn't reply, then you're discouraged from trying this again. So don't focus on phone numbers. Focus on what's in front of you. Focus on quality of the interaction.
Off my game a little bit today, and that's all right. You have to realize that we're all going to have off days, and even if you're not feeling...
That is very true. I think that's why it's very important that you track your progress in this on a month-by-month basis, not a day-by-day basis, because, like, are you better at this than you were last month? Ideally, yes. Most of the time, yes. But are you better than you were yesterday? Sometimes, no. And that's just, there are so many factors that come into this. Sometimes it's just the luck of the draw. Sometimes you can go out and approach a few girls and they're just, it's not, you know, they've got boyfriends, or they're just not in the mood, or they're not super interested, or whatever it is. It's just the luck of the draw. Also, sometimes you're tired. Sometimes you have stuff going on in your life. Like, it's important to track this over months, not over days, not even necessarily over weeks.
Make sure you click subscribe and give this video a thumbs up.
End of the video.
I will talk to you in the next video.
Okay, we're going to see if we can find more. Okay, let's see what else we've got. How to approach girls the best way. It's the same dude as well, so let's just stick on
What's
this
going on, guys? Welcome to the video. Today we're going to head out on the streets and approach some girls, so it should be pretty fun. Are you ready, bro?
I disagree. I don't think this should necessarily be fun. I think this should be something that you're aware you want to improve in, and you go out and try. I think this, like any other area that you want to improve, should just be something that you realize you have to put time, you have to put hours in to improve. Like, going to the gym's not necessarily fun. You know, sitting down if you want to get good at guitar and sitting down every single day and playing an hour is not necessarily fun. But you see a greater goal at the end of it. You know, you have something that you can see in the future that is going to make you continue along with this. I don't think you should rely on motivation. I think this is something that you think, right, I'm twice a week, I'm going to go out and I'm going to dedicate an hour or 2 hours to this, just so that in 3 months' time, I'm in a much better place. I have more confidence, I have more freedom and choice in who I date. And I think I just don't like the this should be fun thing, because, like, I believe that 95% of guys are going to go out and try this, and this is not going to be fun. You know, going out and putting your balls on the line and going to talk to strangers and facing public rejection, it's not necessarily fun. You need to have something in your mind. You need to have a vision in your mind of where you want to be in regards to dating women, skills with women, meeting women, even social confidence. You need that idea in your head, and that's why you're doing this. You're not going out to have fun, because I believe that 9 out of 10 guys aren't necessarily going to enjoy this. And I believe that I'm in the 10, I'm in the 9. Sorry, I don't, you know, for anyone that doesn't know my story, I got into this after a breakup in my sort of early mid 20s. And I realized that anyone that had ever shown, like anyone that I'd ever dated or hooked up with or whatever, they'd done all the work. I had no part. They'd approached me, they'd initiated everything. And I just kind of realized that, like, this is no way to live. Like, if I want to find the best, you know, woman for me, it needs to be my choice. And, you know, I also grew up kind of uncomfortable around women, especially attractive women. So I realized just like that was the greater goal for me. And that's why I put in so much time to improve in this area. It wasn't because it was fun. It wasn't because I wanted to get laid. It was just like, this is a better way to live. This is how I want to live. This is the person I want to be. And as sucky as this can be, this is what I have to do to get that.
So in this video, we're going to show you can say pretty much anything and still make it work. All right, guys, we have arrived.
I don't think so. I think you have to follow some social etiquette and some social rules, because I think the number one thing that a girl is going to think is like, is this, and if she's single and she's attracted to you and she likes your approach, she's going to think like, does this guy get it? Does this guy understand social etiquette? Does this guy understand social rules? If I go on a date with this guy, or if this guy meets my friends, is he going to do or say something embarrassing? And I think that's why a lot of the time these big, outrageous, crazy approaches don't necessarily work in the long term. You might get a phone number, you know, they might improve your confidence, but the girl's going to think like, oh, he was fun, he was nice, do I want to date this guy? No, I don't.
Excuse me. Do you know where the Christian Goose...
Okay, a couple things there. He gave her some distance before he said anything. He also did that pause again. Excuse me. I like that he used his hands as well. Hey, excuse me. That's something that I do a lot. I'm quite handsy. I wonder why people think I'm gay. But I like that. What I don't like, though, is her face and this very little, like she's turned her body immediately, which again, I feel he's come too hard. It's a little too intrusive. And I think the reason for that is he's too close and he's too squared off with her. I just think on some level, again, these are protection mechanisms. You know, if the girl takes a step away or if she leans away, these are subconscious protection mechanisms because, I mean, she's been approached on the street. And again, it's like, it's just important to notice these because then you can tweak your approach based on what, oh, she's uncomfortable there, and you can lean back yourself. You can take a step away.
Mon Latino sooner is?
No.
I gotta be honest with you. I stopped using that. I thought you were super cute.
Okay, you'll see another little lean away there.
How's your day going?
Good. How are you?
What's your name?
Jennifer?
Jennifer?
Again, look at that lower half of that body. Her body is facing that way when he's facing directly towards her. That's where her feet are pointed as well.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Nice.
Do you go here?
I graduated a couple years ago.
Do you go here? Okay, so they are on university there. So I feel that do you go here? Immediately she's a little bit sus. I feel that she's kind of caught on some level that he is out approaching. And yeah, that was that. Like, wait, do you go here or are you just here doing this? I feel that that's what happened there.
Oh, okay.
You go here?
Yeah.
Nice,
I'm
nice.
in
Do you like Boston so far?
I like it, yeah.
You from around here or no?
From Indonesia.
Indonesia?
Yeah.
Okay, not even close.
Yeah, that body is. He needs to take a step back here. He needs to turn his body a little bit because although she's smiling, the bottom half of her body is telling otherwise. She's very polite. Maybe attracted to him to some degree, but it's a little too intense. He needs to give her more space here. Again, he's blocked that exit, and that's why she's creating a new exit for herself.
It's like, did you live in the States before you came to school here at all, or not?
No, yeah. This is my third year?
Yeah?
Third year, yeah.
You speak like perfect English.
Oh, thank you. Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
Thank you.
Well, I gotta run, but
Yeah, after you.
it was nice to meet you. Do you want to hang out sometime?
Sure.
All right, let me grab your phone number.
Again, word for word. Do you want to hang out sometime? I get it. They got to get to class. I like that. Sure. That seemed a little more like, yeah, sure. That seemed a little more, yeah.
What is it?
6:30.
Awesome. It was nice to meet you.
Don't hug.
Me and my buddy.
Especially look, if you've had a really bonding interaction, sure, go for a hug. But you just spoke with her for 10 seconds and her body was leaning away. The last thing you want to do there is go for the hug. Just don't do it.
You're actually filming a YouTube video of how to talk to girls. Is it cool if you'll use that in the video?
Sure.
So Dave just let the first one walk by. It's all right, bro. You got the next one.
On that note as well, I think it's really important to not get too bummed out when you do let something, like if you see a really good opportunity and someone that you do want to talk to and you don't do it, it's really important that you don't oh God, I can't do this. What I used to do was, anyone that's about my age will probably remember these little things when you're a kid. You could they Etch-a-Sketch, you could draw all over them and there was a little slider down the bottom and as soon as you slid across, the whole thing would just wipe clean. And I would have that image in my head. I would see, an opportunity and someone that I wanted to go and talk to. I wouldn't do it and I'd feel these kind of frustration and all that sort of arise in me. And rather than dwelling in that, I would literally just visualize that Etch-a-Sketch, just clear my mind, let that go. It's okay. It wasn't the situation. It wasn't the girl for me. It wasn't, and just start again.
Excuse me. Do you know where the Alpha M Marine Biology building is?
What is?
Okay, again, I like that he gave her distance, that he used his hands hey, excuse me, paused, then proceeded with it.
Like the Alpha M Marine Biology building?
No.
I'm actually just kidding. I just wanted to say hi because I thought you were cute.
I was like, what is that?
Where are you from?
Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania.
So look at this girl.
Hershey Park.
Look at this girl's feet. Directly pointed at him. Whole body pointed at him. I would detect interest from this girl already.
Pennsylvania or what?
Do you know where Lehigh University is?
I have no idea where Lehigh University is.
Okay, it's suburban Philly.
What's your name?
Jade.
Jade. Well, when I get a run, would you wanna hang out sometime?
Oh, sure. Okay, that was random.
Okay, they cut something out there, so I don't know if this interaction was a bit longer. I'm going to assume that maybe it was. I hope so, because that was literally just an opener. Where are you from? Do you want to hang out sometime? You'll notice also that just the tone in her voice. Sure. This girl's definitely interested.
Why not? What's your number?
Here, I can take a look for you.
I'll send you a message. We can do something this way.
Well, I am leaving in like 2 weeks though.
Ooh, look at the way she looks at him when she says that. She says, "I am leaving in 2 weeks though." So if this girl was a little bit more hesitant and the number was kind of forced and she said that, I would say that she's then going to use that as an excuse to not be able to catch up. I have to pack, I have to catch up with friends, blah, blah, blah. But I feel in this case, she's kind of saying in a way, like, if we do hang out, like, just so you know, I am leaving. Also, she may actually be saying, like, you know, don't mess around, dude. Like, we've only got 2 weeks.
Okay, yeah, because I'm going home and like, because I go to school here, obviously.
Perfect. Well, we'll figure it out. We'll link up, all right?
Cool. Nice to meet you.
For sure. See you later.
Okay, I'm still not a fan of the hug, especially after such a short interaction. But you'll notice that she kind of latched on there. That was there was really not much hesitation there. She kind of like really latched onto that hug. So another, yeah, I definitely think this girl's interested, and I definitely think she would reply to the message.
So Dave finally made the approach, but that was Jade. Is it cool with you if we use that in the video?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh,
And also, I'm going to put you on the spot.
she's going to be shattered by that, because I think she genuinely liked him, and now she's going to be like, damn, that was just a prank. Well, a prank, whatever, a video. I think she's genuinely going to be upset by that.
Here.
Okay.
One tip that guys should do in approaching girls, or should not do.
So I liked how he. Wait, what's your name again? Dave.
Dave, you already forgot my name.
But I liked how he like asked me a question that kind of threw me off and like
Okay.
then curved it.
The thing with her saying that, though, is I think she's actually attracted to him, and I don't necessarily I think she's just thinking back and justifying her attraction to him there. I don't think it was necessarily the approach. I think she's attracted to him in a right place in life, and she was like, I guess it was that, when it was probably just some kind of X factor that she felt when he started talking to her.
Saying they're like, oh, you're cute. What's your number? Like that will definitely work.
And that, of course, is the sixth.
I wouldn't say it definitely works. Like, direct approaching is going to be 50-50. Like, going up to a girl and just saying, yeah, like, I just saw you, thought you were super cute, wanted to come say hi, whatever it is that you say, 50% of girls, that's going to be too much for. It's going to be too, like, like, that's a bit intense. The other 50% are just, maybe it's 30. Let's go 30%, it's too much. They just will not like it. 30% are going to, like, you'll see them blush and like, oh my God, this doesn't happen. And the other 30% are going to be like, okay, let's see what comes after this. So I think it's, I don't think that you can say that anything definitely works in this. I don't think you can say that any form of approaching definitely works. Yeah, just bear that in mind.
So she was definitely a cool girl, huh?
She's very cool. But yeah, it's a beautiful day, man. You want to ball up?
Let's do it. Quick question. Do you know if there's anywhere around?
I like that. Excuse me. Pause. I like that he he stopped and let her walk to him. Again, hands, pause. I think that was really good. I like that quick question as well.
Around here I can get like some real authentic tacos.
No.
I gotta be honest with you.
Her voice did what my head did. Like, what? You're on university. Why are you going to ask where real authentic tacos are? The opener doesn't, it's not situational. That's an example of like, okay, I'm going to use this opener regardless of where I am. Look, if you're somewhere, like, how many Mexican places are there going to be on this particular university? Maybe one. Like, I don't know. For me, it just didn't feel, I mean, kudos. Again, I really want to stress in this, anything that works for you, especially if you're starting out, fantastic. Because, like, reality is just one approach is going to improve you more than watching this entire video. Any other video, reading a book or a course, just doing this is how you're going to improve. I'm just, but if that's what helps you and you think that's a decent opener for you, awesome, get out, use it. I'm just saying for this particular situation, for me personally, it doesn't seem, I don't know, seems a bit off.
I stopped because I thought you were super cute. I know I got you in the middle of your Megan and
Having said
Megan
that, she did stop and remove her glasses. Girls that aren't going to stay and have a chat will not remove their glasses. So, I mean, that was a pretty good sign.
I had a bacon, egg, and cheese 3 hours ago. Dunkin' Donuts, maple. I don't know what they're doing. It was good though.
Introduce yourself.
Aside from bacon, egg.
I have to run.
Yeah, okay, so what happened there? So if you are using these cute observational things, like she was eating a bacon and egg McMuffin, I think, and he said, like, I had one like a few hours ago. He spoke about he didn't move on from, because that's a cute little whatever, space filler. I actually think it's quite good. But you need to move on from that, especially after a direct approach. If you come in and like, you're very like, I thought you were really cute, I wanted to say hi. And then you get talking about something as kind of like mundane as a bacon and egg McMuffin, and then you stay on that. It's not, when he said like, oh, I just stopped you because I thought you were cute, she took her glasses off, which to me indicates, okay, this is the kind of conversation that's going to resonate with her, that more authentic, that more direct conversation. I think what he should have done there is like, yeah, I had one of them this morning. How crazy is that? Anyway, I'm David, I think his name is, or, I'm Chris. So you got to find this balance between like cute observational stuff and stuff that's actually like, I'm here to talk to you. I like you.
732.
I gotta be honest with you. Me and my buddy are making a YouTube video, like approaching girls, college girls. It's cool that you have used that.
Does she give advice?
Sure.
All right, guys. So
No
I pretty
advice.
much got that girl's number by talking to her about bacon for like 1 full minute. She don't know where the
That's exactly what I'm saying. Like, you see this a lot in kind of the dating advice world. It's like, oh, but I got her number. Like, there were 10 girls, I walked in and got that girl's number. Yeah, but all 10 of those girls think that you're socially uncalibrated. It's not about the phone number. It's I think it's kind of silly to go in and like, I did this crazy stuff and it resulted, and it was a win for me. I guess like if you're trying to improve your social ability, fantastic, but you know what I'm saying.
time for the moment that we've all been waiting for, the final approach. Are you ready?
Let me at it, bro. Let's go.
That stuff, I actually kind of know this dude. Just like, yeah, let's go. Look, if it's genuinely you, fantastic, but most guys aren't. I actually believe that this is, it's obviously a little put on for the camera, of course, and it probably is motivating for some guys, like, yeah, let's get at it. But I just think a lot of people would watch this, feel that motivation, then get out there and like, wow, why don't I feel anything like what those guys are feeling? Because it's human nature, man. Like, approaching is difficult, You're putting your balls on the line. No one takes rejection well, especially public rejection. You start to question everything, who you are. That's why it's fantastic. Like, I love rejection. I love when my clients get rejected, because it's, for a lot of them, it's the first time in their life that they're like, started to evaluate, like, wow, why do I feel this pain? Like, that one person that I don't even know not liking me is impacting me enormously, and it makes you go inwards, and that's where the growth is. To get into this and avoid rejection is one of the silliest things ever. Just embrace that, embrace rejection, embrace uncomfortableness, embrace the frustration that you feel when you can't do this, because that's where the magic happens, man.
Excuse me. Do you know where the nearest taco restaurant?
Ooh, okay, what I really love that he did there. So what a lot of guys will do in this interaction, like this situation, see the girl went to walk past him, they'll step towards her. They'll kind of like follow her lead there. I don't really like that. One, I kind of feel it's a little bit creepy. Two, in some level, you're stepping into her sort of world there. I like that he just kind of leaned. Look, watch again. So like she went to walk past him, and rather than like stepping into like following her there, he just turned his body and like spoke over his shoulder there. He didn't. Yeah, and then she turned back to him. So watch this again.
Excuse me. Do you know where the nearest taco restaurant?
Say that.
I'm looking for like a really good
Taco restaurant. Stop asking about tacos. You're on a university. Is that an AC/DC shirt in the background?
good taco place.
I don't really eat tacos.
I love as well that he's not standing front on towards her as well. He's given her that space. He's given her that like exit. Like she's facing this way and he's kind of like talking to her kind of like side on. It's just give her space, give her an exit. It's a psychological comfort that I think people need to have in this situation. Like, You're a girl being approached on the street, man. You don't know who this guy is, especially if you're a bigger guy. You need to give them a lot of space. You need to not block their exit. You're not, just be wary of it.
Wait, where you from?
I'm from New York.
New York.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, I just wanted to talk to you. I thought you were cute. So
Thank you.
I wanted to say hi. You go to BU?
I do.
Nice. I used to live in Boston.
I really do like the body language in this. It's very, it's very easy on her, I feel.
Is it hanging out? But, and what's your name, by the way?
Sarah.
Sarah? Dave.
Hi.
Good to meet you, Sarah. I actually got to run. I'm going to meet up with my buddy, but I'm here for a while. If you want, we can go grab a drink this week.
I'm also not 21.
How old are you?
I'm 18.
18? Damn, girl. Well, we could get some ice cream or something. I don't know.
Nice.
How about this? How about you give me your number and then we'll.
She's wondering she's wondering about the age difference. So you can't, from that, she's shown hesitancy. So you can't just go straight into like, well, how about I get your number? She's thinking like, well, how old are you?
6 for 6.
My buddy's over there filming. We actually make YouTube videos. We kind of make like funny videos about like lifestyle and like.
A nervous little wave. Anyway, guys, I hope you found that interesting and helpful. My coaching links below. There's some free stuff on my website. Wherever you're watching this, have an awesome day.